Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox fan coming to you from Al Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well, and we're going to bring you a little of my 1964 retro replay. I managed the Boston Red Sox. I played a couple of games tonight. I split with the Washington Senators. This game is just going to be a strict simulation with my call for the broadcast, and we have quite a matchup. I saw this matchup and thought it'd be fun to put on the channel, and it is 1964, May 27th. The San Francisco Giants travel to St. Louis. The Giants are 19-18, 7-4 on the road, taking on the St. Louis Cardinals, who are 19-20, 12-7 at home, as they both try to reach 500. What a pitching matchup we have here in St. Louis. Juan Marichal, 7-2 with a 2.39 earned run average, takes on the intense one, Bob Gibson, 6-1 with a 1.68 earned run average. Those are retro replay numbers. So we'll get to the lineups, start the broadcast. Again, I have nothing to do with the management of either team. I managed the Red Sox in my 1964 retro replay. And this will be a strict simulation and call of the game. Hope you enjoy. For the visiting San Francisco Giants, leading off is Chuck Hiller. He's playing second base. Batting second, playing right field, Duke Snider. Very strange to see him with the Giants. He ended his career with the Giants, though. Actually, with the Mets, I think. Excuse me. 64 Mets. 60, yeah. Still strange to see him on a Giants team. Willie Mays, the say hey kid. Few years on him now. Bats third, playing center field. Willie McCovey, stretch, is in left field, batting cleanup. Batting fifth at first base, the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda, who would later go on to play for the Cardinals. Batting sixth, doing the catching, Tom Holler. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Jim Davenport. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Jose Pagan. Batting ninth, on the mound, the man who played for the Springfield, Massachusetts Giants in the International League, Juan Marichal. And he is 7-2 with a 2.39 earned run average. For the hometown St. Louis Cardinals, Curt Flood will lead off and play center field. Batting second in left field, Doug Clemens. Batting third at shortstop, Dick Groat. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Ken Boyer. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Bill White. Batting sixth, doing the catching, Tim McCarver. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Johnny Lewis. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Julian Javier. And batting ninth, towing the rubber up on the mound, the intense one, Bob Gibson. Gibson 6-1 with a 1.68 earned run average. Let's get to the ball game. We're at Sportsman Park. Attendance is 16,428. Partly cloudy, 60 degrees. Wind blowing in from center at 9 miles per hour. Again, this will be a strict simulation. I'll just be calling the game. And let's go, since we're doing a strict simulation, let's go with the modern 3D view. When I play a season, I use this view because I get more stats with the cards. But since I'm not managing either one of these teams, let's go modern 3D view. And let's go wide. Oh yeah, I like that much better. Sweet. Alright, so here's Chuck Hiller coming to the plate. And Hiller on the season retro replay style, batting 119, 1 homer, and 3 ribbies. Right-handed spray hitter. Gibson up on the mound gets the sign from Tim McCarver. Here's the pitch to Hiller. And that's a ground ball right side. Throwing to first, covering the bag is Gibson. as I almost said Cepeda, but that's Bill White at first. I'm so used to Cepeda playing for the Cardinals. 1 down, so that goes White to Gibson if you're scoring at home, 3-1. And here comes Duke Snider, the former Dodger, now playing for the hated rival San Francisco Giants. Snider on the season batting below 100. 3 for 31, no homers, no ribbies. Left-handed normal hitter. Gibson kicks and deals, 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Snider. So 2 outs, no one on for the Say Hey kid, Willie Mays. Mays, 321, 16 homers, 38 ribbies. Right-handed pull hitter. McCarver sets the target. Here's the pitch to Mays, 2-2 count. And he strikes him out with an inside pitch, catching the corner with that fastball. Gibson strikes out 2. We go to the bottom of the first, scoreless here in St. Louis. Due up for the Cardinals, Flood, Clemens, and Grote. At the ballpark, I see such luminaries as Dave Gardner from HockeyTournaments.com, the original Grognard, that's Devin from the original Grognard YouTube channel, and Todd B. and JD. So here's Curt Flood. Flood, right-handed batter. In the retro replay, batting .256, no home runs, 15 ribbies. He'll deal with Juan Marichal. Marichal 7-2 with a .239 earned run average. He has struck out 55, only walked 7. Marichal with the high leg kick and the pitch to Flood. 1-2 count on Curt. Flood sends it out to shallow left. Coming in, and making the catch is Clemens. Is McCovey looking to the wrong side. That was Willie McCovey in left for the Giants. Behind the plate, you have Tom Holler, excellent defensive catcher. Davenport, above average at third. Pagan, below average at short. Chuck Hiller, above average at second. Cepeda, average at first. McCovey, not much range in left, but an excellent arm. Willie Mays, outstanding in center. Duke Snider, an aging Duke Snider in right. Below average defense with an above average arm. So 1 out, no one on for Doug Clemens. Clemens batting .246, 2 home runs, 8 ribbies. Left-handed spray hitter. Again, the big windup and the pitch from Marichal to Clemens. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fooled him with the changeup, way out in front. So 2 outs, no one on for the shortstop for the Cardinals, Dick Grote. Grote batting .323, a home run, and 14 ribbies. Right-handed spray hitter. Marichal looking to mold him down, have a 1-2-3 inning. Holler sets the target. Here's the pitch to Grote. 1-2 count. Grote grounds to Pagan at short, who throws to first. Side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. Top of the second, no score. Let's give you St. Louis's defense. Tim McCarver's behind the plate, an above-average catcher. Boyer at third. He's above average. Grote and Javi are up the middle at short and second, respectively. They're average. Bill White, very good at first. Doug Clemens is in left. Good range in defense, excellent arm. Curt Flood, outstanding in center. And Johnny Lewis, very, 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 very good in right. All right, here comes Willie McCovey. And McCovey is batting .215, 11 homers, and 21 ribbies. Left-handed extreme pull hitter. Gibson's ready to work. He deals to McCovey. 0-2 count. McCovey in the hole. McCovey sends this ball out to center field deep. Flood going back. There's a lot of room in center, though, and he makes the catch. That's just like no man's land out there. That's where balls go to die. And McCovey flies out to Flood. 1 down. And here comes the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. .313, 3 home runs, 10 ribbies. Right-handed pull hitter. Infield, outfield, straightaway and normal for the Cardinals. McCarver gives the sign. Gibson nods his head, and the intense one deals to Cepeda. 0-1, Cepeda swings the lumber, and up the middle, and that's a base hit for Orlando Cepeda. White will be holding Cepeda on, not the best runner at first. Good base stealer, though, and here comes Tom Holler. When I say not the best runner, his speed is below average. Holler's doing the catching for the Giants, batting .318, 3 home runs, 11 ribbies. Cardinals would love to turn 2. Gibson deals to Holler, 1-1 count. Holler swings, ground ball to Javier. Javier only plays to first to White. So there's 2 outs. Cepeda advances into scoring position. And here comes Jim Davenport. Davenport has been in a slump. His average has dropped down to 260, no home runs and 3 ribbies. Right-handed normal hitter. On deck is Jose Pagan. 2 outs. Cepeda will be off on contact. Remember, he's only not the speediest runner. Below average. Good arms in the outfield for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch to Davenport. 2-1. Davenport grounds it to Javier, who throws the White. Side is retired. Cepeda stranded at second. Go to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless here in St. Louis. Due up for the Cardinals, Boyer, White, and McCarver. Kenny Boyer, third baseman for the Cardinals. 309, 5 homers, 19 ribbies. Right-handed pull hitter. Marichal kicks and fires. 1-1 count. Boyer sends the ball the other way. Coming in on it is the right fielder for the Giants. Making the catch is Duke Snider. 1 out. And here comes Bill White, first baseman for the Cardinals, batting .322, 3 home runs, and 18 ribbies. Good pop in that bat. Excellent contact hitter. Left-handed pull hitter. Marichal, the right-hander, prepares to deal. Here's the pitch to White. 2-2 count. White swing and a miss. And that is Marichal's second strikeout. So 2 outs, base is empty. And here comes another left-handed batter, the catcher, Tim McCarver. McCarver, .265, 1 home run, and 13 ribbies. Good contact hitter, average power. No score, 2 outs, bottom of the second. McCarver awaits the Marichal offering. Pitch homeward bound. McCarver swings at the first pitch. He pops it up. Foul territory. Cepeda. No! Holler calls him off. Makes the catch. We go to the top of the third. Still scoreless here in St. Louis. Both teams struggling to get back to 500. Due up for the Giants. Pagan. Marichal in top of the order. Hiller. Jose Pagan, the shortstop for the Giants. 209, no home runs, and 7 ribbies. Gibson, he's ready to work. He deals to Pagan, 0-2, and he strikes him out looking. And poof, there goes Pagan. Bob Gibson's now struck out 3. On the year, he struck out 59 and only walked 11. Juan Marichal will now have to deal with Bob Gibson. Gibson deals to his counterpart, 0-1. Marichal hits that ball hard to grow that short, throws the White, 2 down. Marichal got a good piece on that. Jumped all over that fastball. So 2 outs. We go to the top of the order, Chuck Hiller. Hiller is 0-for-1, left-handed spray hitter. Gibson nods his head. Here's the pitch to Hiller. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's K number 4. And there's the door. We go to the bottom of the third, still scoreless. Here in St. Louis, due up for the Cardinals, Luis, Javier, and Bob Gibson. No, I'm not managing either team, David. I managed the Red Sox in 1964. And out of the ballpark, when you play a season, unless you play in, what's that called? Commissioner mode, you only manage and take control of one team. You can play in commissioner mode and just resign and play a different team every game. But in tournament, you can just play teams, but not in seasonal mode. All right, here's Johnny Lewis. Lewis, 293, 3 home runs, 13 ribbies. Below average contact and power, good eye, left-handed batter. Holler wiggles the finger, sets the target. Marichal deals to Lewis, 2-1 count. Lewis punches that ball up the middle, but making the nice play is the second baseman. Hiller, he ranged well to his left, backhanded that ball, 1 down, robbing Lewis of a hit. Here comes Julian Javier, the shortstop. He's below 200, 185, 2 homers, 8 ribbies, average contact and power. He will go fishing, though. Actually, against righties, below average contact and power. Overall, he has average contact and power. He awaits the offering from Juan Marichal. Marichal kicks and deals. 2-1. Javier grounds it to third, and that's out number 2. Good strong throw by the Giants' third baseman, Davenport. 2 outs, base is empty. The number 9 batter, Bob Gibson. Gibson batting .042. That's enough said about his batting prowess. Marichal looking for revenge against his counterpart. Here's the pitch to Gibby. Gibson swings at the first pitch. He drives his ball left center field, and making the running catch is Willie McCovey. Wow, Gibson got an excellent piece of that. Don't bid for extra bases robbed by McCovey. We go to the top of the fourth, still scoreless here in St. Louis in quite a pitcher's duel. Due up for the Giants, Snyder, Mays, and McCovey. Duke Snyder is 0 for 1, left-handed normal hitter. McCarver readies himself. Gibson nods his head. Here's the pitch to Snyder. Full count to the Duke, and he shoots that ball past Grote, into left field for a single. So he turns back the hands of time. And Duke Snyder is very slow at first. He runs like he's in mud. White is holding him on for some reason. Here comes the Say Hey kid, Willie Mays, and he has been hot. 0 for 1 today, though. Excellent power, contact, and eye. Gibson deals to the Say Hey kid, 0-2, and he strikes out Mays looking. And that is strikeout number 5 for Gibson. Painted the inside corner with the fastball as it tailed in. So 1 out. Snyder at first, White holding him on. Here comes Willie McCovey. He's 0 for 1, left-handed extreme pull hitter. Gibson peeks to first. Now he deals the stretch. 1-2, and he strikes out McCovey looking. And that's K number 6. Again with the fastball, as that tailed back over the plate. So 2 outs. The very slow-footed Snyder will be off on contact. He needs those extra steps. And here comes the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. He singled off Gibby his first time up. Looks in at McCarver. Nods his head. The big wind-up and leg kick. Here's the pitch to the baby bull. 2-2 count. And Cepeda rips that ball down the left field line. Snyder hits second, is on his way to third. Will they wave him around? Here comes the relay. No, it will not. It's cut off, and Snyder scores. Cepeda is now 2 for 2, and the Giants are up 1-0. Those extra steps sure helped Cepeda with 2 outs. And we see another luminary at the stadium. That's RNGIDP. How you doing? Happy New Year, my friend. Also, Todd B is here, watching the ball game. So 1-0. Giants break on through to the other side. And now it's Tom Holler. Cepeda, below average speed, but above average base running ability at second. The catcher, Tom Holler's 0 for 1. Gibson looks over his shoulder, now in at McCarver. He deals to Holler. 3-1. Holler rips a shot down the right field line. They should score. Cepeda. Holler's going to have a double. And it's 2, and he slides in. He beats the throw, and back-to-back doubles. And the Giants have Gibson on the ropes a bit. It's 2-0, and with Juan Marichal on the mound, that could be enough for the Giants. So 2 outs and back-to-back doubles have produced fruit, as they say. 2 runs have scored. And here comes Jim Davenport, third baseman for the Giants. He's been scuffling at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today, right-handed batter. Gibson's ready. He deals. Full count. And he walks him. Wow. So Gibson is in a funk right now. McCarver goes out to have a quick word. Gibson just nods his head. McCarver goes quickly back behind the plate. Here's Jose Pagan. Marichal's on deck. 2 outs, 2 on, 2-0 Giants. Back-to-back doubles here with 2 outs in the top of the fourth, and that's how they've scored their runs. Pagan is 0 for 1. Gibson looking for his 7th strikeout victim. Here's the pitch to Jose Pagan. 1-0. Pagan swings. That's a shot up the middle. Grote has it. Flips to Javier. The side is retired. Nice play by Grote, robbing a base hit from Pagan. But the Giants scored 2. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 2-0 Giants. Marichal, now with the lead back up on the bump, he will face the top of the Cardinal order. Flood, Clemens, and Grote. Kurt Flood is 0 for 1. Right-handed batter. Marichal picks up the sign from Holler. Here's the pitch to Flood. 1-1 count. Flood swings. Ground ball. Pagan. And that's going to be an infield hit. As he just held on to the ball. As he ranged deep to his left in the hole. And that's the first hit off Juan Marichal into the infield variety. That'll bring up Doug Clemens, the left fielder. Clemens is 0 for 1. Giants would love to turn 2 here with Pagan and Hiller up the middle. Flood being held on by Cepeda. Above average base stealer, but below average speed. Here's the pitch to Clemens. Clemens swings at the first. Marichal offering. Ground ball right side. It's going to be 2. 4 to 6 to 3. Double play. The pitcher's best friend. And there's 2 outs. Base is empty. As that went Hiller to Pagan to Cepeda. So here's Dick Grote, the number 3 batter, the shortstop. He's 0 for 1. Right-handed spray hitter, looking to get Boyer to the plate with a chance to tie it. Here's the pitch. 1-0. Grote swings, fly ball, shallow center. Mays coming in, and he makes the catch. Side is retired. Double play ball aids the Giants. We go to the top of the fifth, 2-0 Giants and Marichal over Gibson and the Cardinals. So Gibson will face Marichal in the top of the order, Hiller and Snyder. Marichal hit the ball hard to short on a ground out. Gibson deals to his counterpart, 2-2 count to Marichal, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's Gibby's 7th strikeout. Good movement on that fastball. Top of the order, Chuck Hiller, he's 0 for 2. Left-handed spray hitter. Gibson works quickly, 2-2 count. And he just punches the ball the other way. Nice piece of hitting by Chuck Hiller. As he stayed back. Oh, he was late on the fastball, but he just punched it the other way. So Hiller's on. White holding him on. And here's Duke Snyder. He scored the first run after he singled and scored on the Cepeda double. He is 1 for 2. 1 out, 1 on. Here's the pitch to the Duke. 1-2 count. Snyder grounds it up the middle. Javier to Grote. On to White, but Snyder beats it out. The aging Duke Snyder hustling all the way down the line keeps the inning alive. So 2 outs, Snyder's at first, and here comes Willie Mays, the say-hey kid. Mays has been befuddled by Gibson. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Mays. Swings at the first pitch. High fly ball, shallow right, coming in, and making the catch is Lewis. The side is retired. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 2-0 Giants. Marichal back up on the bump. He's thrown 38 pitches. Excellent stamina for Juan Marichal and Bob Gibson. He'll deal with Boyer, White, and McCarver. Boyer is 0 for 1, right-handed pull hitter. Holler wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Ken Boyer. Slow ground ball to third. Davenport boots it, throws late, and that will be an error on Davenport. We can see in the stadium here at the ballpark, we've got Clark. How you doing, Clark? So Ken Boyer reaches on a Davenport error, and here comes Bill White. White is 0 for 1. Excellent contact hitter with good power. One swing in the back could tie it at 2. No out. Cepeda holding a slow-footed Boyer at first. Here's the pitch to White. 2-1. White swings, punches that ball. Right center field's going to drop down. Mays cuts it off. They will not challenge his arm. As if Boyer went, he would have been out by 3 years. So here come the Cardinals down 2. Boyer at second, slow. White at first. below average. And here comes Tim McCarver, the catcher. McCarver, average power. He does have a home run in the retro replay with 13 ribbies. Giants would love to turn 2. Here's the pitch to the Cardinal catcher, Tim McCarver. He swings at the first outside pitch, grounds to the right side, and that's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. Advancing to third is Boyer. So that went Hiller to Pagan to Cepeda as Marichal induces another double play ball. And this could help him out of a jam because here comes Johnny Lewis now. Lewis is 0 for 1. 2 outs. Boyer 90 feet away from giving the Cardinals their first run. Lewis batting .290, 3 homers, 13 ribbies. He's been hot early in the year, but as you can see, not very good contact or power. Average eye. Marichal deals to Lewis, 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So a promising inning goes for naught with the double play ball and the strikeout for Lewis. We go to the top of the 6th, 2-0. Giants. Juan Marichal right now out-dueling Bob Gibson. Gibson back up on the mound. Gibson has gone 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs. Those back-to-back doubles in the top of the 4th with 2 outs were a killer. He's walked 1, struck out 7. He will face Willie Stretch McCovey, Orlando the Baby Bull Cepeda, and Tom Holler. Here's the pitch to Stretch. 1-2. McCovey grounds to Javier at second, 1 away. And I'll bring up Orlando Cepeda. He has singled and doubled and knocked in a run. The Baby Bull will now face Gibson. Gibson kicks and fires. 1-0. Cepeda swings at the inside pitch, sends that ball left center field. It keeps carrying, but running over, calling off Flood, making the catch is Clemens. Cepeda just got under it. First time he's been retired by the Cardinals. 2 outs, no one on, 2-0, top of the 6th, Giants. And here comes Tom Holler, the catcher. He is 1 for 2. Cepeda and Holler went back-to-back doubles, knocking in the 2 runs in the top of the 4th. Holler, left-handed batter, digs in. He awaits the Gibson offering. Pitch homeward bound, full count. And, Gibson and McCarver wanted that pitch. Ball 4. Holler's at first, keeps the inning alive for Jim Davenport and made an error. He's been very cold at the plate, though he did walk in his last at-bat. White holding on a slow-footed Holler at first. Here's the pitch to Davenport, 1-2. And that ball's punched shallow right center field, and it's going to get down. So Holler advances to second, and Davenport keeps the inning alive with a bloop single to right center. Last 2 at-bats, he has walked and singled. Maybe he's coming out of that slump. The Giants need him to come out of that slump, as both teams have 19 wins, and they are below 500. So with 2 outs, 2 on, this is where Gibby got in trouble in the top of the 4th. He'll deal with Jose Pagan, Juan Marichal on deck. Pagan is 0 for 2. Gibson kicks and fires. 2-1. Pagan, fly ball, right center. Coming in on it is Flood. He calls off the right fielder, makes the catch. The side is retired. The Giants strand 2. Go to the bottom of the 6th, still 2-0, as Marichal is out dueling Gibson. It's pretty easy to get the players in the game, Todd. I don't understand what you mean by that. So if you want, leave something in the comment section after the video post exactly what you mean, and maybe I can help you out with that. You mean like substitutions? It's pretty easy. You go to, like say if I wanted to substitute Juan Marichal. You go to substitutions and you just drag over here. I'm not going to do it. And if you put a new pitcher here, Marichal, will come out of the game. They go, do you want Marichal to come out of the game? You say yes. I think with this game, you just have to play it. Just play it and figure it out. That's all you have to do. You know, it's an excellent game. No harm if you just play and figure it out. And the more you work with it, the more you know. Due up for the Cardinals, trailing by 2, will be Javier Gibson, the top of the order. Flood. Julian Javier is 0 for 1. Marichal's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Javier. 2-1 count. Javier swings, sends that ball to right. Coming in and making the catch on the liner is the right fielder, Snyder. Oh, the league. Yeah, that's hard. Oh, yeah, you were talking about that with Beatles. Oh, what you have to do with that is, it's not hard, but you just have to choose a bunch of different teams. You're trying to do a draft, right? You have to pick the teams. Yeah, it's not as easy as it is in Action PC for that. I agree with you there. I remember now. Yep. Here's Bob Gibson. Gibby hit the ball really hard. I believe that was to center his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Marichal deals to Gibson. Full count. Gibson. Fly ball. Shallow right. Snyder coming in under it. Makes the catch. 2 down. But even with that, just fool around with it, Todd. There's no hard. The only thing, I mean, it's you're gonna learn by doing it. You know, that's the way I learned. I made many a mistake when I first got this game. Would have to start over. Oh, that's not the way I want it. But then I remembered how to do it. Also, there's a lot of videos. If you go to the Out of the Ballpark site, they have a lot of good videos, tutorials, as well as Beatles has done excellent tutorials. I've done a few tutorials. Mine are more clunky, and it's a good game. I like it. So 2 outs, top of the order. Curt Flood, he is 1 for 2. Marichal nods his head. Holler sets the target. Here's the pitch to Flood. Flood swings at the first pitch, and that is to right center. Going to get down and grab some wall. Flood digging for 2. He might have 3. And nope, he'll slide into second safely. Keep the inning alive. And the tying run comes to the plate in Doug Clemens. Clemens 237, 2 homers, 8 ribbies. Poor contact and even poorer power. His eyes above average, though. On deck is Dick Croat, the shortstop. Flood will be off on contact with 2 outs. Cardinals trail by 2. Marichal peeks over his shoulder, now looks in at Holler. Here's the pitch to Doug Clemens. 1-0, Clemens swings, and that ball's going to get into left, drop in front of McCovey, and here comes Flood, here comes the throw, and he is safe. So a clutch hit by an unlikely source, Doug Clemens, and the Giants now only have a 2-1 lead. The Cardinals have cut it in half. All the runs in this game have been scored with 2 outs. Yeah, if you got it on the $5.99 sale. Again, if you're a baseball fan, you had to pick it up. Because again, even if you don't want to play this way, which this is the way I like to play, you can play. And again, why you'd play this way, I don't know. But Diamond Mine Baseball, you want to play like Diamond Mine Baseball? Oh, that's not. That's a different version of what looks like Diamond, but here it is. Classic. Oh no, the web view. Diamond Mine Baseball. See that? Look at that. Again, I don't play this way. I like to play with the animation. So, all right, tying run at second, 2 outs, 2-1. Cardinals. I'm sorry, Giants. And here's Dick Croat, chance to tie it. He's 0 for 2. Marichal, the high leg kick and the pitch. Full count to Croat, inside pitch, jams him sky high, pop up near the mound. And coming in, calling off Cepeda is the second baseman. And that's Hiller. The side is retired. But the Cardinals do get 1. We go to the top of the 7th. It's 2-1 here in St. Louis. Todd asks, hey Al, how many different baseball games do you own? I own quite a few. I have Out of the Ballpark, as we're playing now. I have Action PC. I have Baseball Mogul. I have Stratomatic. I have Digital Diamond. Those are on PC. I have free demos of National Pastime 3. I don't like it. I have a demo of Replay Baseball, which isn't bad. But I'm not going to invest in that because I've invested in other games. For dice games, I have Stratomatic, and I have what is called Dice Baseball, which they're all PDF files for that I've downloaded. on regular paper, and I cut them up. So those are the 2 dice games I have for baseball. But I play Digital Diamond Baseball by rolling my own dice. So, but it's a PC, tracks everything. So that's a nice little dice roller. Again, that's like $13. You get pretty much every season that they make. Clinton Parks does a lot of work making seasons for them. All right. So I like trying different games. Doesn't bother. Oh, and I forgot. I have a All-Star Lineup Baseball. My friend Craig on Twitter. That's his company. And that's a fun game. Plays differently. I have some homebrew modification rules, but I do like that game. That's the mat you see. And I think I'm going to be picking up the 67 top 10 teams pretty soon. I got to pay some bills first before I can buy it. All right, so Marichal at the top of the order, Hiller and Snyder. So the 3 dice games I have are All-Star Lineup Baseball, Stratomatic Baseball, and Dice Baseball. You know, some people like to have one game and play it. That's fine. That's cool. I like different games when I'm in the mood to play different games. The only thing is, sometimes when you're playing the dice games, the rules are all, how to play them is different, and it takes me a while to remember. So, all right, Marichal's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Gibby. 0-2 count, swing and a miss, and that is strikeout number 8 for Gibson, who now trails by 1. Top of the order, Chuck Hiller. Second baseman's 1 for 3. Left-handed batter. McCarver goes through the signs. Gibson nods his head. He deals to Hiller. 1-1 count. Hiller swings. Pop up. Left side. Coming in from third. Making the catch is Boyer as he called off McCarver. And that's 2 away. I'll bring up Duke Snyder, who's had a pretty decent game. 1 for 3 with a run scored. He's played some good defense out and right. He awaits the Gibson offering. Here's the pitch. Homeward bound. 0-1. Snyder swings. Sends that ball sky high. Right center field. Got under it. Flood running. That ball's carrying. And Flood makes the catch, calling off the right fielder, Lewis. Wow. Snyder just got under it. He really gave that a jolt. As they play Take Me Out to the Ball game here in St. Louis. Due up for the Cardinals, Boyer, White, and McCarver to face Juan Marichal. The Giants up 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th as the fans sing along at the old ball game. As the fans trying to rev up their beloved Cardinals here in St. Louis town. I saw that old email, OG. To start a season, you just pick it. You literally just pick the season, and then you go to play game for Action PC Football, and you have to pick a team, as you can play any game you want, and you can pick both teams if you want, and then you click play, and you hit play, and that's how you play the game. You have to load the season. You have to load the season. Yes, you can use them season after season if you're talking about out of the ballpark, Clark. I have a mythical 1972 Red Sox team, open world, which I'm in my 73 season. All right, here comes Ken Boyer. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Marichal to Boyer. Ground ball slowly to third. Davenport handles this one. He throws to first. 1 away. Now bring up Bill White, the first baseman. He's 1 for 2. Good pop in White's bat. Left-handed pull hitter. Marichal picks up the sign from Holler. He rocks and fires. Full count. And White rips that ball to right, and it's going to drop in. A diving attempt by Snyder, but he trapped it. Tying run at first. Bill White below average speed, above average base running ability. And here comes Tim McCarver. McCarver against right-handed pitching, average power. He will chase on occasions, decent contact. Can Marichal get another double play ball and get him out of the inning? 2-1 Giants. Tying run at first, go-ahead run at the plate, left-handed batting catcher Tim McCarver. Holler goes through the signs. Marichal toes the rubber, nods his head. Here's the pitch to McCarver. 0-1. McCarver swings at the outside pitch, shoots it down the left field line. But station to station go the Cardinals, as White holds up at second. So 1 out, 2 on. Tying run in scoring position. The go-ahead run at first, and Tim McCarver. Here comes Johnny Lewis, who is 0 for 2. Marichal rubbing up the baseball. Oh, so you did that. Yeah, there's no hard... My recommendation, OG, when you start any season in any action PC game, make a copy. Play with the copy. And even then, all you have to do is go into tools, I think, and just reset the season. So here's Johnny Lewis. 1 out, 2 on. Tying run at second. Go-ahead run at first. Marichal deals to Lewis. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So there's 2 outs, 2 on. Marichal's now K'd 4. He's gone 6 2/3, 6 hits, only 1 earned run. No walks, 4 Ks. And here's Julian Javier, the second baseman's 0 for 2. Marichal looking to do quick work with Javier. Here's the pitch. 1-2 to Javier. Ground ball to Pagan, who throws to Hiller. They get the force at second. The Cardinals strand 2. We go to the top of the 8th. It's a pitcher's duel here in St. Louis. The Giants 2, the Cardinals 1. Back up on the mound, Bob Gibson, and he will face Mays, McCovey, and Cepeda, the heart of this Giant order. Mays is 0 for 3. Right-handed pull hitter. Gibson nods his head. McCarver sets the target. Here's the pitch to the Say Hey Kid. Full count. Mays swings. Ground ball slowly to third. Boyer up with it. Throws to White. 1 down. Now bring up Willie Stretch McCovey. He's 0 for 3. Again. Gibson quickly nods his head. The windup. The pitch to McCovey. Full count. Swing and a miss. He got him with the off-speed pitch. That was nasty. He has struck out 9. He's on the verge of being a tough luck loser, though, as they trail 2-1. And here's the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. He is 2 for 3 with a ribby. A single, a double, and then he just missed one. Deep fly ball. 2 outs, base is empty. A lot of pop in the baby bull's bat. Right-handed pull hitter. Gibson nods his head. McCarver sets the target. Here's the pitch to Cepeda. 3-1. Cepeda. Sky high, pop up, infield, right near the second base bag. Grote goes over. Oh, Grote drops the ball. Oh, my Lord. And Bob Gibson is not very happy on the mound. As the original Grognard says, okay, yeah, that worked. All right, so you're able to reset your game? Cool. Wow, Gibson is not very happy. I wouldn't want to be Tom Holler in that batter's box. So Cepeda's at first. White holding him on. 2 outs. He'll be off on contact. Tom Holler, 1 for 2. Cepeda and Holler had 2 doubles, back-to-back doubles in the 4th, knocking in the only 2 runs for the Giants. Gibson looks to first. Now picks up the sign behind the plate for McCarver. Here's the pitch to Tom Holler. 2-1. There go. Oh, they throw behind Cepeda. Did they get him? No, he dives back safe. Oh, he had a jump and decided not to go. He almost got thrown out. McCarver threw behind him. The count is now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, Cepeda will be off on contact with 2 outs. 2-1 Giants. Gibson. He's ready. He deals. Here's the pitch. And lines out to Javier. Nice range by Julian Javier at second, moving very good to his left. And the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Giants 2. The Cardinals 1 here in St. Louis. And Bob Gibson will be followed by Flood and Clemens. And it looks like Gibson's going to hit for himself. As Todd B says, don't ever dig in against Gibson. You are right. He will give you some nice chin music. All right. Marichal will deal to Gibby. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So they let Gibson hit. And that's a 5th K for Juan Marichal. Top of the order now with 1 out. Kurt Flood on deck is Clemens. Flood is 2 for 3. He has been Marichal's kryptonite. It's a high leg kick from Marichal. Here's the pitch, 1-1 count, and ground ball to first. Cepeda takes it to the bag himself, 2 away. Base is empty for Doug Clemens. He's 1 for 3. He knocked in the only run in the bottom of the 6th for St. Louis. And that was with 2 outs. Can he keep the inning alive and get to Dick Grote? Holler wiggles the fingers. Marichal nods his head in acknowledgement. Here's the pitch to Clemens. 0-2. And he rips that shot left center field. It's going to get down for a single. He takes a wide turn but goes back to first, tying run at first base. Clemens is now 2 for 4 with a ribby. And he's a slow-footed runner. And Harvey Keene is now at first. So Harvey Keene made that play. So Harvey Keene, they have made some changes here. And I did not pick up on that. So Harvey Keene is at first. And he's an excellent defensive first baseman. Cepeda's out of the game. So Harvey Keene's at first. Matty Alou has gone into left. He's a better defender. He also played for the Springfield, Massachusetts Giants in the International League. Excellent outfielder. Mays is still in center. Snyder's still in right. Pagan at short. Davenport at third. Hiller's at second. And still behind the plate is Holler. All right, those are their defensive replacements. So 2 outs. Tying run at first in Clemens. Here's Dick Grote. The shortstop is 0 for 3. Marichal deals to Grote. Grote swings at the first pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Hiller backhands it. Throws to Keene. And the side is retired. We go to the top of the 9th. 2-1 in this outstanding pitchers duel in St. Louis. Bob Gibson back up on the mound. He has gone 8 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 9 Ks. He had that 1 hiccup inning in the 4th with 2 outs and a runner on. He gave up back-to-back doubles to then Cepeda and Holler. Cardinals would come back with 1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. That's how we stand, 2-1. So Gibson will face the bottom third, Davenport, Pagan, and Marichal. Davenport 1 for 2. He has singled and walked. Here's the pitch. 1-1 to Davenport. Davenport shoots that ball up the middle past the lunge of Javier. And he has picked up his 2nd hit off Bob Gibson. And that cannot make Gibby very happy. So Davenport's at first. Jose Pagan is at the plate. Pagan is 0 for 3. Below average bunter. White holding on Davenport. Gibson rocks and fires. Full count. And he strikes him out looking. Paints the inside corner. And that's K number 10. Bob Gibson has struck out 10. Here comes the pitcher, Juan Marichal. Marichal's 0 for 3. Will Gibby get his 11th K? We shall see. Here's the pitch to his counterpart, Marichal. 1-1 count. Marichal swings. It's a bunt. It's a hard bunt. And fielding it is Boyer. He throws. Bang, bang, play at first. And they just get Marichal. Advancing to second on the sacrifice is Davenport. So 2 outs. Top of the order, Chuck Hiller is 1 for 4. Big insurance run at second. 2-1. Giants with 2 outs. Top of the 9th. Gibson looks over his shoulder. Grote bluffs towards second. Now Gibson deals to Hiller. 0-1. Hiller swings. Fly ball. That's going to be a gapper. And the run will score from second on a clutch hit by Chuck Hiller. And it's now 3-1. Bob Gibson has thrown 149 pitches. Let's see if it's going to be more once I click. 151 pitches. And he's still in the ball game. Hiller's at second on that double. And once again, all the runs in this game are scored with 2 outs. And here comes Duke Snider. He's 1 for 4. The Duke awaits the Gibson offering. Here's the pitch. Full count to Snider. They come inside. Swing and a miss. That's strikeout number 11. But the Giants tack on a huge insurance run. Huge. It's now 3-1. We go to the bottom of the ninth as Todd beats his big run there. Yeah, 3-1. All right, here we go down the stretch. Last call for alcohol. At 2, you're through. That means Boyer, White, and McCarver to face Juan Marichal, looking for the complete game victory. Marichal, 8 innings so far, 7 hits, 1 run, 5 Ks. Did I say Clete Boyer? It's Ken Boyer. There is a Clete Boyer, just not on this team right now. Clete Boyer played for the Yankees, I think. Ken Boyer, though, is 0 for 3. Marichal deals to Boyer. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. They throw it around the infield. That's Marichal's 6th K. Marichal 2 outs away from outdueling Bob Gibson. If Marichal wins, he will go to 8-2. And Gibby, if he loses, and it looks that, will drop to 6-2. There's Bill White, 2 for 3. Left-handed pull hitter. The high leg kick from Marichal. 2-1. And White shoots that ball to right. And that's a single. So the tying run comes to plate and Tim McCarver. The catcher's 1 for 3. Average power. Left-handed batter. Double play ball ends the ball game. Marichal's already induced 2 double play balls. Will he get a third? McCarver awaits. Pitch homeward bound. He swings at the first pitch. And that ball's shot through the left side. And it's first and second. Here come the Cardinals. As Marichal has been economical, you can say, with his pitches, 109. And here comes Johnny Lewis in a very familiar situation. Men on. And he's at the plate. He has not come through. He is 0 for 3. Will they let Johnny Lewis hit? White at second. Tying run, Tim McCarver at first. Lewis at the plate. Here's the pitch from Marichal. 0-2, outside pitch. And that's a high fly ball. Drifting towards the right field line. Making the catch is the right fielder, Jesus Alou. As did they move everyone around again? Yes, so Jesus Alou, brother of Matty Alou's in the ball game. And Jesus Alou also played for the Springfield, Massachusetts Giants in the International League. So we have 3 Springfield, Massachusetts Giants. Juan Marichal. And Matty Alou. And Jesus Alou came in for Duke Snider. Alou, an excellent outfielder in right, just like his brother in left. So 2 outs, and it's up to Julian Javier. Runners will be off on contact. Marichal 1 out away from picking up his 8th win. Here's the pitch to Javier. 1-1 count. Javier swings at the inside pitch, grounds it to Davenport. He goes a short way to Hiller at second. They get the force out. The Giants defeat the Cardinals. Marichal outduels Bob Gibson. He is the victor, 3-1. And that was a pretty cool 1964. We'll call it Game of the Week, I guess. Tuesday night special. Actually, early Wednesday morning special. So let's see. Player of the game will have to be most likely Juan Marichal. Player of the game, Juan Marichal. 9 innings, a complete game. Gave up 9 hits, 1 run, it was earned. No walks, struck out 6. He's now 8-2. Bob Gibson, the tough luck loser, drops to 6-2. 9 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs. All of them earned 2 walks, 11 Ks. The back-to-back doubles in the top of the 4th was all the damage that was really needed. So San Francisco now goes, they were 1 game over 500, excuse me, they were 19-18. So now they're 2 games over 500 at 20-18. The Cardinals drop 2 games under 500, 19-21. What a game. Let's just give you the box score quickly and call it a stream. Hiller for the Giants was 2 for 5 with a ribby and a strikeout. Duke Snider was 1 for 5 with a run scored, 2 strikeouts, was replaced in right by Jesus Alou, defensive replacement, no at bat. Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid, and Willie McCovey were 0 for 8 combined, and they struck out 4 times, each of them twice. Alou came in to play defense and left. Cepeda was 2 for 4 with a run scored and a ribby. Keene came in to play defense at first. Holler, the catcher, was 1 for 3 with a ribby and a walk. Davenport was 2 for 3, a run scored and a walk. He also made an error. Pagan and Marichal were 0 for 7 combined. In total, the Giants in a 3-1 victory, 35 at-bats, 3 runs, 8 hits, 3 ribbies, 2 walks, 11 Ks. The Giants left 6 runners on base. And you get that number down here. For the Cardinals in defeat, Curt Flood was 2 for 4 with a run scored. Clemens had a good day, 2 for 4 with an RBI. He struck out once. Grote was 0 for 4. Boyer was 0 for 4 with a K. White was 3 for 4 with a K. McCarver was 2 for 4. Lewis came up with lots. He left 5 runners on base. Came up 3 times with runners in scoring position, was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. That's a killer. Javier was 0 for 4. He left 4 runners on base. And Bob Gibson was 0 for 3 with a K. The Cardinals as a team left 7 runners on base. So that's it from St. Louis. Player of the game, Juan Marichal. Once again, Marichal picks up his 8th win against 2 losses, 9 innings, 9 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no walks, 6 Ks. Picking up his 2nd loss, Bob Gibson. He now is 6-2, 9 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs. All of them earned 2 walks with 11 strikeouts. He threw 157 pitches. Marichal threw 115. The Giants' record now goes to 20-18. The Cardinals are still below 500. 2 games now below 500. They are 19-21. I'd like to say thank you to Todd B in the chat, the original Grognard, Clark, Beatles Eternally, William Fergazzi, RNGIDP, Dave Gardner, JD. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the game. We'll take a quick look at the standings. We'll just complete today. I won, yay, as the Red Sox when I played it offline, 5-2. And the prior game I played, I lost a slugfest with the Washington Senators. Bill Mambo Kett is now 5-2. Five and 3, excuse me. He's 5-2 versus Washington. Wow. Oh, 5-2 win versus Washington. Okay. Anyway, we will complete the day. And I have an off day, so I don't play. Any good pitching matchups? No. So we'll give you a game from this every once in a while. That was a pretty cool pitching matchup, so I decided to do it. All right, let's see the standings here. So my Red Sox were 14-25, 11.5 games out of first. And in first place, the Chicago White Sox, 1 game up on the Twins and a half game up on the Orioles, and 3 on the Tigers, 5 on the Angels, 5.5 on the Indians, 6 on the Yankees. We're 11.5 back. The Senators 15 back, and the Kansas City Athletics 14.5 back. In the National League, the Senior League, the Milwaukee Braves are 4 games up on the Dodgers, followed by the Reds, who are 4.5 back, the Giants 5.5 back, Pittsburgh 6.5 back, St. Louis and the Cubs 7.5 back, the Phillies 8.5 back, the Mets and Colt 45s dragging up the rear, the Mets 10 back, and the Houston Colt 45s 11 back. So that's the way we stand. Thank you for watching. Till next time, watch out for the curveball in the dirt. Health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Peace.